Okay, so we're back and we're going to continue with our water shoe build. So in the background here we have our water shoes, and we're just going to go through just a quick recap, because a lot of people who saw the other film don't see this film, and so we have to kind of recap a little bit, overlap a little bit, not too much, but bear with us and all this stuff. First thing we have foam. The first thing we have foam. Grab a little piece. First thing we do, we have foam. Now this foam here is about 2 inches thick. This is about 2 inches thick, and we need 2 of them. I'll run here quick. We need get real close. We need 2 pieces of foam, about 2 pieces of foam about 2 inches thick. So this makes up about 4 inches. Now that's going to be our basic standard. Well, we better put this over to the side so don't get confused. But basically, 4 inches thick, body height, about body height. This is a little bit less than body height, but we had some kids over and all this stuff. But just about body height is good, and then about shoulder width. So each shoe is about shoulder width, and this is something we're going to call standard. In other words, we got to start someplace, so we're starting with a basic standard shoe. Now from this basic standard, of course, you can make them a little longer, a little shorter, a little this, a little that, and all this stuff. But basically, if you're close to body height and close to shoulder width, then you're what we call in the ballpark, and we're working inside the ballpark on what we're doing. Now the next thing we need is netting, and we showed the netting. We showed the netting here, but we're going to run and get a little quick piece of netting. We'll be right back. Well, I think the last time we showed you guys this netting here, and this is our standard basic netting we're using, and it comes in basically your hardware section over in the garden department, and it's a little tough, it's a little strong, and the main reason we use it is because we can get our fingers through. And so we can sew things together while we're out in the water. You can hook things on and clip things on, and that means all of your backpacks and all this stuff. You could just, with the bungee cords, you can just, hook it in. You can see what's going on here. Backpacks and bungee cords and all that, just hook it in. So that's what we like. That's why I prefer personally this larger platform. But of course there's a slight drag. There's slight drag, but you have to do with anything nautical, boats and all that, it's a bit of a balance. So the second thing is this kind of netting here. This is more or less some kind of gilding netting, or fishing netting, and all this stuff. And it goes on and it kind of wraps around, and here you can fold up, put it in your back pocket or whatever, So, here again, it all depends on what you're doing, and we're going to pull the other one out quick so you can see a little bit more. What we're doing here, this is the regular, like we said, this is the cloth netting. We've stretched it over one of our water shoes, and you can see that. And this one is a little bit back up a little bit, so you can see this is exactly about body height and just about shoulder width, give or take a little bit, and this is what we generally like. This one is a little bit small, but it works pretty good. And we have, like I said, we have the cloth netting on this one. and that's that. Generally, I like netting because it gives me a little more strength, and it gives me a little bit more structure. So a lot of times you go down, depending on what you do and what you get, and what you do. How's it going? You do and what you get is what you get and what you do. So you need to, we look at that. So second thing is the netting, and it's like a girdle. The thing wraps, the thing wraps around, and it gives the foam a little strength because the foam is this foam here is real flimsy, and so the netting gives it. What we do is the foot plate. Now I think the last time we said the foot plates is give us the strength of the water shoes. We got one here, and this is. Now you can see all the little holes in there. It's perforated. This goes here. One here. This is what we call perforated, so we can tie it together.